And now to some rather disappointing news for workers. Labour Cabinet Secretary Uhuru Park failed to announce a wage increase for workers as Kenyans marked Labour Day, a sharp departure from past events, and even as the Central Organization of Trade Unions, COTU, said it was pushing for a 15% rise in the minimum pay. Yatani said workers will have to wait for consultations before a decision on the matter is made. Sam Gituku was there and has the details.
For an event that should historically focus on the achievements of workers, Labour Day 2019 was everything but coherent. Of workers that came ready to hear pay rise, listen to tangible policy directions by those in authority in addressing concerns of the country's workforce, but the messaging was scattered.
No an inch! No an inch!
Workers trading barbs with those they felt are against their cause.
Federation of Kenyan Employers has boycotted this event. This is a shame. Na hasira ya Mama Jacqueline, who is my twin sister, ni ya kwamba sisi tulipata gazettement ya minimum wage in January. Na tukasema mambo ya housing, we want to enter into dialogue. Na sheria negotiation inasema you cannot negotiate with your employer under duress.
The Federation of Kenya Employers has been opposed to a wage increase, terming it too expensive for the current state of economy. The union leaders, however, raised the expectations of workers ahead of time, even putting a figure of 15% on it.
Waziri, sisi tumeuliza serikali na tumeandika 15% general wage increase. Mimi najua umetumwa na kitu.
Last year, the government reviewed the minimum wage with a 5% increase. The least paid employee in the formal sector required to be paid at least 13,500 shillings. This year, though, that won't be changing.
We are still in the process of negotiating at the wages and wages councils between the employers and the employees, so that a negotiation on whether there's going to be a wage increase, I think we are going to discuss later in the course of the week.
The CS instead spent time enumerating measures being taken to create employment opportunities and improve working conditions. But for the worker, their needs got no mention.
I expected this government to inform the general public that this is the particular period that they are going to take all engineers who are graduate engineers to employ them on an internship.
8,000 nikiweka majukumu yangu, nyumba nalipa 4,000. Unasikia? Na 4,000 kwa nyumba, nimehesabu nyumba peke yake. Na stima je? Bili ya maji.
Nilikuwa natarajia waziri aongezee hiyo 15%. Na kwa saa hii nimeboeka na hata sina morali tena sana. Saa hii sasa venye nilikuwa.
After several hours listening to their leaders, there is no pay rise for the worker, but there is no doubt that there are several concerns affecting the labour sector. As to whether Labour Day remains a day of reflection and for looking for solutions to the challenges facing the sector is an opportunity that has been lost. What has been experienced here is sheer rhetoric. Sam Gituku, Citizen TV, Nairobi.